Welcome to a journey through the pages of unexplained history, a portal to mysteries that even the sharpest scientific minds can't fully unravel. This video explores 5 of the most intriguing photographs and discoveries in unexplained history. Each of these snapshots offers a fascinating glimpse into inexplicable events and objects from our past. Number 1. The Nazca Lines from above. The Nazca Lines are a series of hundreds of geoglyphs etched into the surface of the desert in southern Peru, covering an area of nearly 450 square kilometers. They were created between 500 BC and 500 AD. The individual designs themselves vary greatly in size, from simple lines that are only a few meters long to complex designs spanning over 200 meters. The largest figures can span nearly 370 meters. Some lines run straight across the landscape for up to 30 miles. The question that baffles scientists is how and why a civilization that existed 2,000 years ago created such enormous works of art that can only be fully appreciated from an aerial perspective. The lines are most visible and easily appreciated from an altitude of around 450 to 600 meters, a viewpoint seemingly impossible for the Nazca people to achieve. The Nazca people constructed the lines by removing the top layer of reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles to reveal a yellow-gray subsoil. The lines are typically 10 to 15 centimeters deep, and the width of the lines varies from 30 centimeters to 1.8 meters. There are different theories about why the Nazca Lines were made. Some theories propose religious or astronomical purposes, suggesting the Nazca Lines served as a giant observatory or a map of underground water sources. Interpretations of the Nazca Lines range from extraterrestrial landing strips to giant astronomical calendars, reflecting the variety of the figures themselves. Number 2. The Voynich Manuscript's enigmatic images. The Voynich Manuscript, named after Wilfrid Voynich, the Polish book dealer who acquired it in 1912, is an enigma wrapped in a riddle. This 15th century codex, filled with cryptic illustrations and a text in an unidentified language, has left the world's brightest minds stumped. The manuscript is illustrated with fascinating images of botanical specimens, astronomical diagrams, bathing women, and pharmaceutical drawings. These, however, do not correspond to any known species or identifiable astronomical configurations, adding to the book's mystery. Many of the plant species are unidentifiable, bearing no resemblance to any known plants on Earth. The astronomical charts are equally as baffling, with star constellations and planetary systems that don't match any recognized by modern astronomers. Several theories have been proposed over the years, from the manuscript being a pharmacopoeia, an alchemical text, to a work of speculative fiction. Despite numerous attempts at deciphering the manuscript, its text and the meaning behind its peculiar illustrations remain a mystery. The Voynich Manuscript stands as one of the most perplexing artifacts in the annals of history. The captivating images and cryptic text invite us into a world full of intrigue, mystery, and the challenge of the unknown. Number 3. The unidentified flying object in the Madonna with St. Giovannino painting. A recurring theme in the unexplained is the presence of anachronistic objects in historical artwork. A prime example is found in the 15th century painting, The Madonna with St. Giovannino, attributed to the Italian artist Domenico Ghirlandaio. The enigma lies not with the primary subjects, but with a peculiar element in the background. In the painting, we see the Virgin Mary with an infant St. John the Baptist over her left shoulder. However, one can see a strange glowing object in the sky, viewed by a man and his dog. The man seems to be shielding his eyes, possibly indicating the brightness of the object. The shape and glow of the object have led some observers to speculate that it represents an unidentified flying object, UFO, and they cite this as possible historical evidence of extraterrestrial life. Additionally, the object appears to have rays of light emanating from it, adding to its otherworldly ambiance. Skeptics argue that the object is a depiction of the divine, possibly representing an angel or the Holy Spirit, common motifs in religious artwork of the era. Others suggest it could represent the Star of Bethlehem or a miraculous sign in the heavens. Despite these interpretations, the exact meaning and representation of the strange object in the painting remain unknown. The Madonna with St. Giovannino is a compelling example of the mysteries and debates surrounding the interpretation of historical artworks, especially when they appear to depict objects far ahead of their time. Number 4. The mystery of the time-traveling hipster. In 2010, an intriguing photograph from 1941 resurfaced, depicting the reopening of the South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia. The crowd gathered for the event is, for the most part, exactly what one might expect for the time period. However, one figure in particular stands out. He's been dubbed the time-traveling hipster. The man in question appears to be wearing modern clothing, including a logo-printed t-shirt, a hoodie or sweater, and sunglasses, all strikingly out of place in the 1941 setting. Additionally, he seems to be holding a modern-style camera, which adds another layer of mystery. Skeptics have suggested reasonable explanations. The sunglasses, for example, were not completely out of the question for the era. The logo on the man's shirt could be from a Montreal Maroons hockey team sweater, an actual item available in the 1940s. As for the camera, it may be a Kodak folding pocket model, which, while unusual, was in existence at the time. However, despite these rationalizations, no explanation has entirely dispelled the eerie out-of-time impression that the figure gives off. Whether a time traveler, an unusual dresser, or a simple optical illusion, the mystery of this man continues to captivate and confound us. Number 5. The mysterious stone spheres of Costa Rica. Hidden deep within the rainforests of Costa Rica, the stone spheres of Diquís have intrigued archaeologists and researchers since their discovery in the 1930s. These perfectly spherical stones, ranging in size from a few centimeters to over 2 meters in diameter, have captivated imaginations and sparked countless theories about their origin and purpose. The precise method of creation of these stone spheres, which are made of materials like granodiorite, limestone, and sandstone, remains a puzzle. They were crafted with such precision that they have puzzled experts who struggle to comprehend how the indigenous societies achieved such symmetrical perfection. The purpose behind these enigmatic spheres is equally mysterious. Some theories suggest that they were used for astronomical or religious purposes, while others propose that they served as markers for navigational or territorial boundaries. Some even speculate that they may be remnants of a lost ancient civilization, or have extraterrestrial origins. The spheres hold cultural and historical significance for the indigenous people of Costa Rica, and they have been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Efforts to understand their origins and meaning continue to this day, but many questions remain unanswered. As we delve deeper into the unknown, we are reminded that there is still much left to explore and unravel, reminding us of the boundless wonders that await us in the enigmatic tapestry of our past. We've covered some truly intriguing mysteries today. Which mystery intrigued you most? Any theories of your own? Let's discuss this in the comments below. Also, if there's any unexplained anomaly or mystery that you think we should cover in our next video, please let us know. We're excited to hear your suggestions. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.